Just then you hear a soft clapping from the stairwell. How touching. Oh, very, very touching. Did you really think this would play in your perfect romance? Oh no! Anna. We should pull back. We should pull back. I won't waste lives. But pull back and wait for what, my queen? I'll think of something. I have to. This is Kirby Marie here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to some more The Crown of the Flame. Before we begin, as usual, would appreciate if you guys would subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notified about the latest video. Also, drop me the like button. It definitely helps a lot, and leave your comments and your thoughts on this video or anything in general. So last episode where we left off, we were convincing Whitlock to join our army, and we learned from Whitlock's past that Hex, who is another villain, she used to take care of Whitlock until he discovered her doing something that wasn't legal, and so he kicked her out of the place in that sense. But instead of doing something else, he sort of let a dangerous person out anyways. Yikes. Now knowing that Hex works with Marco, Kenna convinces Whitlock for good to join the army, and he does. And then we all return to Aurelia. We get everything ready, and now we're prepping for the battle. I think we're gonna start the battle in Stormholt, and yeah, I don't know if today's gonna be the final episode or if it's a little longer, but let's see. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and without further ado, let's just jump right in. Alright, chapter 15. Oh yeah, we're gonna continue where we left off in chapter 15, so let's go. Prince Marco doesn't stand a chance. Nope. We waited years for this moment. We suffer under Lieutenant Raki's evil and cruelty. Today, we take the fight to our enemies. Today, we take back Stormholt. Today, we take back our home! For Stormholt! For glory! Hear, hear! For Queen Kenna! The sound of your army's cheers rings in your ears. Today, we fight! Now playing as Dominic, you are locked in the dungeons of Stormholt with Sei Ruka. And so that's when I first realized that walking to the cow pasture was not to be done in the dark. Bruh. Not even a laugh. Not much for conversation, huh? I still haven't decided whether or not I can trust you, Lowlander. Even if you... Never mind. Trust me or not, it doesn't make all that much difference. We're both locked up in here, aren't we? In the distance, you hear the sound of shouting. Wait, did you hear that? Suddenly, the entire castle trembles. The ground is shaking. Try and run? Stop! Oh. As the shaking dies down, Hex comes into the dungeon flanked by guards. It's time, beast. Are you going to be good, or are you still determined to make my life difficult? Come a step closer. I will show you difficult. Still fighting. I would be impressed at your determination, but well, I'm not. Guards! Two guards enter Sei's cell, and she struggles as they try to drag her out. Frustrated, the guards start hitting her. Oh my god. Pathetic. The village midwife hits harder than that. You're lucky we're in a hurry, savage. Stop! Leave her alone! Oh, aren't you a valiant one? Violence is the only language this brute understands. Wow. If she only told me how she uses the fire, we could have done without all this ugliness. As the guards drag Sei out, she weakly lifts her head and looks straight at you. No one uses fire. You feed the fire and let it burn. Sei turns back to Hex. If I were unbound, I would ignite you where you stand. Precisely why you are bound, my dear. Your fire would go only where I want to. Come along. Sei! After Hex and the others are gone, you listen to the sounds of the battle raging outside. You strain at the bars at the cells, but it's useless. You're trapped. I need to get out of here. Suddenly, you hear soft footsteps on this dungeon step. Rose! Dom? Are you in there? Rose, what are you doing here? I'm rescuing you. Rose. Hurry up. Hurry before the guards come back. Rose rushes to your side and starts trying keys in the cell door's lock. What's going on out there? Everyone is rushing to join the battle. You won't believe it, Dom. It's Kenna. She's out there with an army. I don't know how she did it, but she's here. She's here to save us, to take back Stormholt. These dark chimes aren't truly over. Just then you hear a soft clapping from the stairwell. How touching. Oh, very, very touching. Did you really think this would play out in your perfect romance? Oh no! Bartolo hands clamps around Rose's arm. Poor sweet little flower. Hey! Get your hands off her! Keep your hands off her, or I swear you'll do nothing, prisoner. You're both at my mercy, and unfortunately for you, I have none. Bartel puts a dagger from his robe and lays it against Rose's cheek. Now, how strong are you? Please, don't hurt her. I'll tell you anything you want. I swear. Your lost queen is attacking at the gates, boy. There's nothing I want from you now, except to see you suffer. Wow. I wish we had more time, but the battle will be raging soon. Say goodbye, little flower. No! Summon my fire magic to save Rose. Get away from her! You feel anger rushing through your veins and you stop fighting it. You feed your anger to the fire inside of you. Burn! Blue fire explodes from your hands, engulfing your arms. You grip the cell door's bars and they melt like butter. What sorcery is this? You can't! I told you to get away from her. You fling a handful of fire at the Bartel, setting his clothes alight. Ah! Let go of me! Rose shoves Bartel off her. He flees, slapping at his burning clothes. Once he's gone, you feel the anger flooding out of you. You collapse. Dominic! Rose rushes to your side. Stay with me, Dominic. I can't lose you. I'm alright, Rose. I never seen anything like that, Dom. It was incredible. You're incredible.
Thank you.
Our work isn't over yet. Get to the safety. There's nothing more you can do. What are you planning, Dom? I'm going to find a way to bring down Stormholt from the inside. You burst from the dungeons and find an armed guard waiting outside. What the? He picks up his axe. Use magic. You blast him with fire. Ah! He runs off screaming. I got to find Sei and stop Hex's cannon. The guard's axe lies on the floor. Yes, mine. Armed with the guard's axe, you race toward the courtyard. I'm coming, Kenna. Yes! The battle for Stormholt rages around you. Flanked by a dozen men with shields held aloft to repel a barrage of arrows, you lead the drill toward the castle's side wall. Protect the drill at all costs! Without it, we'll have no way of getting through the wall! Yes, ma'am. Nothing's getting through. Be careful, Kenna. It's dangerous out here. Jackson, I almost think you're worried about me. Oh yeah, well, you are our queen. LOL. Steady! Keep the drill's momentum going forward. One of Marco's soldiers charges straight to you. Die, false queen. I should attack, I guess? You deal with the enemy soldier, merciless blow on the temple, sending him crashing to the ground. No one will stop us. Not today. I guess I've got no reason to worry about you. Nope. As the drill rumbles towards the castle wall, a wave of Nevraki's troops rushes forward to stop you. Charge! Get to the false queen! There are so many! Soldiers of Stormholt, we must now defend! Hearing your cry, your allies rally to your side. I pledge my allegiance to you, Kenna. Now's when I make my good move on my oath. You saved my life once. I suppose I owe you something for that. Although I prefer to pay you back with Fidorian chocolates and not the blood of our enemies. The ground shakes as the Makator stomps along beside you. Oh, Barisa runs ahead, her huge teeth bare in a vicious snarl. Barisa! Severin lumbers in front of you, guarding you with his massive body. To get to the queen, you have to go through me. We shall not fall. The wave of Neraki soldiers is almost upon you. You steel yourself from the coming fight. Time to show them what we're made of! The armies collide together, a sea of swords and flesh and armor. Several Neraki soldiers slip through, charging at you. Not on my watch! Jackson trips one. Cool. And clashes swords with a second. Die, scum! I only take orders from Queen Kenna! While they fight, a third soldier comes at you. You're mine! I should... strike high? You strike as a vicious hit across the side of the soldier's helmet, crumpling the metal with a sick crunch. Oh yeah, because I got the axe. Looking up, you see Jackson. The other two Nevraki soldiers lay still on a nearby heap, bloody from Jackson's sword. My queen, are you harmed? Did he lay a finger on you? I'm fine, and very glad to have you around. Well, duck! I should duck. You duck down and Jackson pulls a dagger from his belt and whips it at just overhead. Ah! Behind you, a soldier that you hadn't seen grasps at the dagger protruding from his neck. He topples to the ground with a crash. Are you alright? I hope he didn't hurt. I hope I didn't hurt you. I'm fine, Jackson. Just next time we play flinch, I'm betting on you. I'll try not to disappoint. Tevin finds you in the chaos. My lady, I wonder if you grant me a few minutes of your time, huh? He draws his rapier as several soldiers surround you. What? Right now? I've been simply starved for good conversation these past 2 years. I thought the two of us might chat since we're both here. And fight at the same time. You do know we're in the middle of a battle, right? I'd say it's the greatest king of Phydoria could compose symphonies while he fought. Surely the two of us could manage a simple conversation. Go on, you can even choose the subject. Fine, let's talk about Phydoria. Fine topic. One moment. One of the soldiers lunges at you, but Tevin pierces him with a precise thrust of his rapier. Ah! Phydoria, have you never been... When I was little, all I remember was lots of purple. The royal colors. Hang on. A nearby soldier swings at Tevin, but he gracefully spins away. Oh, huh? Then Tevin slashes him from behind with a series of quick, precise cuts. Ah! Beyond just purple, my home is also a land of bountiful gardens. Phydorians value beauty almost as much as we value knowledge. Funny, I never associated you with knowledge. You won't me, dear Kenna. Your wit is only as sharp as my blade. When you come to visit Phydoria, I'll show you around the royal library in the capital. On your left. Look left. You just turn just in time to leap out of the way as a soldier wildly swings his sword at you, his momentum sending him barreling into Tevin. Uh-oh. Tevin grabs him by the helmet and twists, snapping his neck. Whoa! I never knew you were capable of such things. Is this the same Tevin I found cowering in the halls oh so long ago? LOL! Being keen tends to make one grow up fast. You hear the screams of soldiers as the Mercator plows its way through the enemy lines. Mercator! What in the three hells is that thing? It knocks down the enemy soldiers like toys. Oh my god. Whitlock stands by your side grinding. I wasn't sure how the Mercator will handle multiple adversaries, but it's performing well beyond my projections. The Mercator picks up a soldier by the leg. Oh, oh, I never thought of that. Starts using the soldier as a club, slamming him into the other soldiers. Oh my god. Soldiers get sent flying in all directions. It's operation outside its perimeters. That doesn't sound good. Yikes. Suddenly the Mercator's attention turns into your direction. It starts charging towards you. Oh, come on, Whitlock. Whitlock, little help here? Just hold your ground. It should know you're a friend. It doesn't look too friendly right now, Whitlock. Oh my god. I should stand tall, I guess? You stand tall and the Mercator stops, its glowing eyes just inches from yours. Oh my goodness. No! Bad Mercator! Kenna is a friend! The Mercator hesitantly holds its fist over your head, preparing to crush you. No! Bad! It takes a step back, then it delicately pats you on the head, looking to Whitlock. Yes, friend! Good, Mercator, good! The Mercator lumbers up, swatting the Iraqi soldiers out of its path. Oh my god! Can't you make sure that never happens again? I'll work on some modifications. Barissa comes running up, looking at you for guidance. Barissa, go after... I just gotta pick someone. Uh-oh. The soldier stands frozen, watching helpless as Barissa slams into him, sending him flying through the air. The soldier scatters out of the way as Barissa lumbers forward, tackling the soldier and ripping her armor to shreds in a mere second. Oh, it was a she. Whoops. LOL! Him. Not me! Not me! Barissa rushes forward, slamming him into the ground with a mighty swipe of her huge paw. Oh gosh, they have a bear! The soldier turns to run, but Barissa is on him in an instant. Barissa returns to you. Cutie! Who's a good girl? That's right, Barissa! You scratch Barissa's behind ear and she lets out a satisfied growl. Cute! Severine's meaty hands grab you by the shoulders, yanking you back just as a spear stabs into the ground you've been standing on. Thanks, Sev! I owe you one! Want to repay the favor? Make me angry, tiny queen! What? Aren't you always... Don't ask questions, just do it! Fine, I'll make you angry. I will insult him. You're a horrible fighter. What? That's not true. That's all I do. Severin's jaws clenches. You couldn't even chop wood with those axes in your pitiful hands. You insult my axes and my hands. Severin seems to loom taller, his chest puffing out, his eyes bulging. Have you ever done anything in battle? Severin's whole body turns red with rage. God, my whole life is battle. I am the battle. Ah! Severin charges up and you race to keep up with him. He slams an axe into the helm of passing soldiers, cleaving his skull in two. Yeah! Another one slashes at Severin's leg, drawing blood. Big mistake! Severin decapitates his attacker with a mighty swing of his other axe, the blood spraying everywhere. Who else wants to die? Meanwhile, another soldier tackles you, sending you sprawling in the dirt. Kenna! Crouching with your back to the soldier, you shoot Severin a wink. Huh? Time to end you, Queen. Throw sand in his eyes. Oh! You grab a clump of sand in your hand and whirl around, tossing it to the soldier's face. My eyes! My eyes! A moment later, Severin cleaves him with a swift axe blow. Hey! Didn't I use that move on you one time? I learned from the best. In the distance, you hear the tongues of your technocrat-made catapults firing at the enemy. Ah! Huge boulders crash down into the Navraki's ranks, striking where the enemy's stick is. Such accuracy! Truly, it is good to have the technocrats on our side. My queen! The sky! You look up and see a massive blast of bright blue fire. Oh no, they're using it! Look out! He heard the screams of the soldiers who were hit by the blast. What evil conjured this destruction? At least it seems like it's hitting everyone. Our man and Marcos, they must not be able to aim it very precisely. Bruh. That's not a lot of consolation to the men getting burned alive. The drill is part metal, part wood. It can burn. Yikes. And without that drill, we're as good as dead rushing at the castle. What are we going to do? We didn't prepare for this, Kenna. We should pull back. We should pull back. I won't waste lives. But pull back and wait for what, my queen? I'll think of something. I have to. Now playing as Dominic, more explosions shake the ground as you sprint into the courtyard. Hex adjusts the cannon's aim, laughing as another fireball arcs over the castle's walls. Poor little queen. She tried so hard, but no army can stand against me now. Not anymore. Prepare to fire again! Lowlander, hurry! You rush to Sei's side. Her arms are locked inside the cannon's barrels, the shackles held closed by a large padlock. I need to hit the lock. You slash the lock, scoring a deep gash in the metal. Hang on, Sei, I'll get you out of there. I need to hit the lock. You strike the body of the lock, bending it out of shape. Strike. I hit Sei. Your next blow takes a chunk out of the body of the lock. Almost there! With one final swing, you cleave the padlock free from its shackle. Finally! The sound of the breaking metal, Hex whirls around. You! What do you think you're... Ah! Sei charges at Hex, smashing her against the wall of the courtyard. Hex crumples to the ground unconscious. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to do that. Now, Lowlander, I'll show you what this cannon can really do. Oh! Chapter progress! You save Sei from dungeons of Stormholt and Hex's clutches. You save Rose from being killed by Bartel. Because of your reputation as a great leader, you inspire 1,500 civilians to join the ranks of your army. Yay! We did it! Cannon, the battle comes to a head. Can Kenna's forces breach Stormholt's walls? Only one way to find out, people. Alright. Now playing as Dominic, with Sei freed and Hex knocked unconscious, you can have control over the fire cannon. Now I'll show you what this cannon can really do. If that means we're going to use it against Marco's men, I'm in. Help me. You and Sei adjust the cannon's aim, pointing it at the Navraki soldiers stationed on the top of the walls. We will destroy this weapon and our enemies along with it. Are you ready, Lowlander? I am ready as I'll ever be. Good. Now burn with me, Lowlander. You feel the magic twisting inside, anger and guilt, rage and betrayal. One face burns in your mind. I guess Bartel made me pissed. You think of Bartel. I'm coming for you, monster, and for my hawk. Blue fire blossoms across your palms. It's working. Sei grabs your hand and holding them in her own, plunges them into the cannon's barrel. No! Oh god. Okay, fire the cannon. You concentrate, feeling flames ripple along your palms. Is that all you got, Lowlander? This is how it's done. Sei draws on your fire, adding it to her own, and a huge fireball flies out of the cannon. Oh. The fireball explodes against the battlement, sending many Nevraki soldiers flying over the edge of the wall. Ah! That'll do. Only one task remains. Give me everything you have. I'll try. Sei pours your combined power in the cannon. The whole machine begins to shake, then glowed red hot. The metal wavers and then begins to melt. Flames burn hot all around you as the cannon is destroyed. We did it! No! You turn to see Hex struggling to her feet. How dare you! How dare you! I'll kill you for this! I'll kill you both! Is that what you think happens now? Sei holds up her hand, a bright white flame dancing across her palm. Because I had other ideas. Barbarians, troglodytes, I'll dissect you and you keep your organs in a jar. Sei steps forward, Hex, but the soldiers close in, both of you, weapons drawn. Get back, prisoners! Sei looks angrily on as Hex retreats. Ugh. Blast the soldiers. You call forth the fire, hurling at the soldiers. Ah! Not bad, Lowlander. Thanks. You watch as Hex's cannon obliterates Marco's soldiers, then ceases firing entirely. A cannon! It stopped! We got a stray shot at the castle wall! What could have possibly happened in there? A malfunction? No, this is Dominique's work, I know it! I've heard you mention that person before. Is he very important to you? Dominique is the one that I love more than anything. So, the warrior queen does have a heart under all that armor. Yeah. No time to sit around and talk about it. Forward! Yes, sir! We are with you! Leon leads the charge. You and your army reach the castle wall. This is it! Angle the drill straight at the wall! Aye, sir! And don't let anyone near it. This is it! You join the ranks of soldiers guarding the drill. Look out! You turn and see a dozen of flaming arrows raining down the drill from the fire above. Block them all. Shields up! As one, you all raise your shields, blocking the arrows. The drill's safe for now. You turn back to face the rest of the battle. You spot the archers leveling their bows once more. Block the arrows. Shields up! As one, you all raise the shields, blocking the arrows again. Finally, your army manages to overrun the Neraki's archers. Well, look, how much longer until the drill is through the wall? Shouldn't be long for now. A few more minutes? I don't know if we have enough time. We don't have much of a choice. Now playing as Dominique, smoke fills the courtyard, rising from the ruined cannon and the scattered bodies of the Neraki soldiers. I feel strange, like I'm running a fever. It will be that way for a while. You must train your body to channel the power. There's so much I don't know about this. How did you learn to control the fire? All who carry the flame are taught from when we are very young. I'm surprised you survived this long without training. Still, there is much for you to learn. Later, we got a battle to win first. This is your battle, not mine. I was brought here as captive, and now I am free. Why should I risk my life for these people? Convince her to stay. Hex and Marco locked you up like a dog and used you as a weapon. Are you telling me you don't want some payback? Kenna's enemies are your enemies, and you're both after the same thing. Revenge. You do have a point. Sei opens her hands and fire burns at the center of her palm. Too many here have seen me in chains. I must remind them that I am someone to be feared. Then let's join the fight. You and Sei race towards the first group of Neraki soldiers, then spot you. Hey, those are the prisoners! Not anymore! Sei holds her hand out, her palms glowing, fire explodes from her fingertips, shooting out and roasts one of the guards. Ah! I'm not afraid of your witchcraft! The soldier charges past his burning companion, coming right at you. Use the amulet, I guess. You grab the amulet around your neck, feeling the fire surge within you. Out of my way! A burning whirlwind flares to the life around you, roaring across the courtyard to consume the soldier. That amulet! Where did you get that? Long story. Remind me to tell you sometime when we're not fighting for our lives. Suddenly, another soldier levels a crossbow at Sei. I got you now. Burn! The soldier freezes. Suddenly, flames erupt from his inside his helmet. He screams and writes on the ground as he burns from the inside. That was amazing. A simple trick. Once you know how to do it, one of the first things you'll learn. From far away near the castle wall, you hear an enormous crash. What was that? You are now playing as Kenna. Just a few more seconds. That's it. We're through. You charge in the hole created by the drill, and the Iraqi soldiers come out pouring. Everyone, push forward. They can't stop us now. Your army surges ahead with a roar. The Iraqi soldiers are immediately overwhelmed by your superior numbers. For Queen Kenna, for glory! There's too many of them. Fall back, fall back. For Stormholt, charge! Your army drives the Iraqi soldiers back into the courtyard. This is for my father, you dogs! Tevin's rapier flashes like lightning, slipping through the smallest gaps in the Iraqi's armor. Ja! For Prince Mark. Tevin pulls his ass free from the dead soldier's back, grinding. These weaklings die so easily. Severing whirls around, both axes cleaving into another soldier's breastplate. Almost too easy. Armed with one of Aurelia's golden mountain fangs, Jackson slides clean through an enemy soldier's breastplate. But where has this blade been all of my life? Hidden away in the deepest vaults of Aurelia. It's good to hear the ancient blade sing. As you fight your way into the courtyard, a familiar voice cuts through the noise of the battle. What took you so long? Dominic? You race toward Dominic through the battle rages around you. Just for a second, time seems to stand still. Baby boy! In that second, you feel the weight of the years apart. You remember the dangers that kept you away and how hard you fought to get to this moment. I should kiss him. You pull Dominic to you and kiss him deeply. Kenna! I've been waiting to do that for a long time. You're alive. You're really alive. I feared the worst. Oh, they'll need more than a war to take me out. Always so confident. Kenna. There will be time for all of that later, but now, look, Kenna, Prince Marco. You turn to see Prince Marco looking down at you from the castle wall. It's time to end this in the next episode. As much as I would like to continue this episode, I am definitely going to be ending it here. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you really did enjoy it, drop me the like button. It definitely helps a lot. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it if you do. Also leave your comments and your thoughts on this video or anything in general. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Love y'all. I appreciate you, and we'll be seeing you on the next episode. Bye bye.